Hello students, welcome to Sorosya classes. Today our topic is English aptitude, and here a passage is given and it's given through some points, but these points are not sequence wise. So at first we have to read this passage and then we have to make a sequence for this points and form a correct passage. So we have to rearrange this following six sentences in a proper sequence to form a meaningful paragraph. Then we have to answer some questions. So now at first let's read the passage. Sentence 1 A is assuming that all these reasons are true, the fact remains that there is an urgent need. Assuming that all these reasons are true, so that means this passage is not the first one, because there must be some reasons and it must be explained. So the fact remains that there is an urgent need to check the accelerated cost and initiate suitable measures. Now sentence B is some people attribute to the increasing greediness among the medicos. Now the third sentence is the impact of these measures. So clearly this is also not the first sentence. So the impact of these measures will be visible only after the considerable passage of time. Now the fourth one is healthcare costs have been skyrocketing in our country. So we have a chance that D may be the first thing, because it's the starting of a line. So healthcare costs have been skyrocketing in our country. Now E is the measures include yoga classes with emphasis on physical and mental exercises, and also change in food habits. Now certain others feel that it is because of drastic changes in people's lifestyle and eating habits. Now after reading this, we can rearrange these sentences and form a proper sequence, and for this let's take D as the first sentence or the starting of this passage. So it must be D in the first, that is healthcare costs have been skyrocketing in our country. Now option B, that is some people attribute it to the increasing greediness. Some people attribute it to the increasing greediness among the medicos. So this may be the second sentence. Let's take B as the second one and let's see if it can form a proper sequence or not. Now for the third one, let's take F, that is certain other feel that it is because of drastic change in people's lifestyle and eating habits. So let's take F as the third sentence to make the correct sequence. Now for the fourth one, let's take A, that is assuming that all these reasons are true. The fact remains that there is an urgent need to check the accelerated cost and initiate suitable measures. So let's take A as the fourth one. A as the fourth one. Now for the fifth one, let's take E, that is the measures include yoga classes with emphasis on the physical and mental exercises and also change in the food habits. So let's take E as the fifth one. And for the last one, that is the sixth one, let's take C. So the impact of these measures will be visible only after the considerable passage of time. So let's take C as the sixth one, or the last one. Now let's see what questions do we have. Okay, so here is our first question, and in our question it is asked that which of the following would be the first statement after rearrangement. So after rearranging the sentences, what would be the first sentence? So now let's have a look to the rearrangement. And D, so here D is the first sentence. So option 4, that is D, is the correct answer. Now let's go to our next question. That is, which of the following would be the second statement after the rearrangement? So we have to find the second statement after the rearrangement. So now again let's go back to the rearrangement. Here B is the second statement after rearrangement. So option 2, that is B, is the second statement after rearrangement. So B is the answer. Now let's go to our next question, and the question is we have to find out which of the following would be the fourth statement after the rearrangement. So after the rearrangement, the fourth statement was A. Okay, the fourth statement was A. So option 1, that is A, is the correct answer. Now our next question is, which of the following would be the fifth statement after the rearrangement? So we have to find out the fifth statement after the rearrangement, and that was E. So E is the fifth statement after the rearrangement. So option 5 is our answer. Now our next and the last question is, which of the following would be the sixth and the last statement after the rearrangement? So after the rearrangement, option 3, that is C, would be the sixth and the last statement, and this is our answer.